Good morning. Good to see you. Hi, Karen. How is it down there in Norfolk? It's grey and damp here, but much warmer. Like I don't know. It's really hot in the night, which is just an amazing change. What a weird climate we have, jumping from -12 or whatever it was to +10 or something like that overnight almost. Oh, good morning, Sagrabala. How lovely to see you. Good morning, Sam. Welcome. Yes, it's lovely to be warmer, isn't it? Just lovely. I think it was Sunday night. We were sitting in the house and the heating was on, and it was still really cold. And now you don't need a scarf. It's almost t-shirt weather this morning. So you might notice, oh, Karen. Yeah, North Norfolk snow finally melted yesterday. Lots of little green shoots popping up everywhere. Yeah, and the snowdrops and the crocuses. Oh, harbingers of spring. Just lovely to see. Warms the heart. Good morning, Sarah and Jenny. Really nice to see you. Maybe notice got a different background today. This week, actually, yesterday is the festival of the Buddha's Parinivana. I'll say more about that before we start. Good morning, Rose. Welcome. Hope you're all well this morning and feeling good, ready for the day. Good morning, Dimple. And Carol. Hi, Philippa. It's good to see you all arriving. Hi, Marianne. Welcome. We just wait a little bit longer. It's just gone 7, so I'll give it a few more seconds before we start. Hi, Chris and Helen. Good morning to you. Okay, so you'll notice I've got a different Buddha behind me, and this is the Parinivana Buddha. And Monday was the festival of the Buddha's passing away. And it is a kind of celebration, although it helps us to remember death and impermanence. The Buddha's passing away was the point where he reached full enlightenment, full and perfect enlightenment, because he left his human body behind. And we don't really talk about so much the death of the Buddha as the Buddha's parinirvana, where he did achieve this full sense of enlightenment. And traditionally, he lie down on his right side beneath two sala trees. And though it was out of season, they rained blossoms down on him. So you can't actually see the blossoms on this Buddha, but they are there. There's lots of petals covering him, and I don't have twin sala trees, but I do have two vases of flowers. That will have to do. Good morning, Julie. Yes, I've got a poem. I'm going to read a poem and then just say a little bit about what awareness or mindfulness is. And the poem, I don't know who wrote this, but it's just a short poem to the point. It's called Presence. This we have now is not imagination. This is not grief or joy, not a judging state, not an elation or sadness. Those things come and go. This is the presence that doesn't. So that says a lot to me. So I'll just unpick it a little bit. That's a poem about awareness, or you might call it mindfulness. And awareness is the gap between thoughts, the gap when we're not thinking, the gap when we completely know where we are, what's happening, without any thought going through our heads. So this is the state that we're aiming for when we meditate. And if we can get into it, this state where there's no thinking, it's called samadhi. And it's a lovely state, and it may last for a few seconds, or it may last for, if you're really advanced meditator, it may last for minutes, quite a few minutes, if you're really an advanced meditator. But all meditators get thoughts coming and going generally. And we're just trying to allow this space in between thoughts to arise as much as possible without actually trying to make it arise. Now, this is quite a weird thing, isn't it? We want it to arise, but we're not going to try and make it arise. So the only way we can make this space between the thoughts be there, and to produce space between thoughts, is to just accept the way the thoughts keep coming and going. The minute we start resisting our thinking, then we're automatically producing more thought. We're automatically hindering the process. So what we have to do is we've just got to be very patient with our thoughts. And just, it's almost like, oh yeah, here's another one. Oh yeah, here's another one. And just allowing them to be there, because that's the only way to actually help them to settle. If we can just stand back and watch the thoughts coming and going, rather like clouds passing in a clear blue sky. If we can just be detached from the thoughts, not chasing after them, not getting caught up in them, not worrying about them, then the thoughts will start to settle, and the periods between thoughts will get longer, and we will enjoy this thing called presence or awareness. And it's a state of knowing. It's a state of absolute knowing about how we are, what's happening. It's just complete clarity. And I think there's this idea that we need to think in order to know what we're doing. It's not true. If we can cultivate this space of presence between thoughts, we know we've got a knowing wisdom there that is far more valuable than thinking. Well, than the chattering mind anyway. Not that there's anything wrong with directed thinking. It's the chattering that we're trying to allow to settle. Directed thinking comes straight out of presence and awareness, and that's good. But this chattering, let's just humor it today. Let's just notice it and not let it get to us at all. And however much there is, just watch it, and it will begin to settle a little. Anyway, that's I hope that was useful. I'm going to read the poem again. I'll read the poem once we're sort of settled in. And this morning we're going to do the mindfulness of breathing with a longer third section when we're in the body, just exploring some of the sensations in the body and just relaxing and enjoying it and being playful with it. Please be playful with your meditation. Don't take it too seriously. Play around, see what works for you, and see, just explore the sensations and the feelings. Okay, okie dokie. So let's begin. Oh, good morning, Shobit. Good to see you. Let's begin, and just as usual, just beginning by being present and noticing what that feels like right now. What's it feel like? Maybe taking a few deep breaths. Just bringing your awareness into the body. Noticing how that feels. Does the body feel relaxed or tense? Pleasant or unpleasant? Easy or achy? And however it is, it's okay, because that's our starting point. And how are you mentally and emotionally? And whatever you are is fine. So we could start by just consciously relaxing the mind, consciously relaxing the body. Just letting go as much as we can. Just letting go to the force of gravity, allowing our bodies to be held by gravity, by the earth, holding us, nurturing us, keeping us safe and secure. Just not resisting in any way. Bringing attention to the breathing, the breath entering and leaving the body. Not making any special effort, just allowing the body to breathe in the way it wishes to. Noticing the sensations of the chest and the back of the body moving with the breath, rising and falling. The sensations of the breath in the lungs and the throat. And this lovely rhythm of the breath, coming and going. And just relaxing. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, nobody to be. Just letting go of any opinions or ideas or views. As much as possible, just being here in this very special morning space. Presence. This we have now is not imagination. This is not grief or joy, not a judging state, not an elation or sadness. Those things come and go. This is the presence that doesn't. This is the mindfulness of breathing. And in the first stage, we're just going to follow each out-breath as it arises, following it from the beginning right to the end, and just noticing what a relaxing breath it is, allowing ourselves to let go each time we breathe out. Not making a lot of effort, just breathing out, following the out-breath and relaxing each time. Not worrying about any thoughts that arise, just watching them come and go. And noticing this sense of pure presence, of pure knowing between each thought. Just relaxing on each out breath. Just checking your posture, making sure you're comfortable. And then when you're ready, beginning to follow each in-breath from the beginning to the end, and not worrying too much about the out-breath. Just noticing that the in-breath is a lifting breath, that we rise up, that we fill ourselves with life and energy on each out-breath. On each in-breath. Just following the whole length of each in-breath. And just noticing the quality of the breath, the quality of each in-breath. The texture, not thinking about it, just feeling it, sensing it, knowing it. This texture, this quality. Just letting the thoughts go. Just being quite casual about the thoughts coming and going. That's just what they do. So in the third stage, we're going to move into the body. Just noticing the breath to begin with in the upper body, in the chest and upper back and the sides of the upper body. Just noticing the movement in the upper body of the breath. and what that feels like. Not thinking about what it feels like, just feeling what it feels like. Noticing that you can know what it feels like without any thought at all. As much as you can, just being that knowing. Knowing the sensations, knowing the rhythm, falling into it. Just letting the thoughts go. And really concentrating on the sensations and the feelings. So you can stay here in the upper body if you wish, or we can move down to the tummy, the abdomen. You might notice that there's subtle movements in the abdomen, just below the rib cage. And moving a little bit further down to the area beneath the navel or belly button, the belly itself. And we also have an echo of the breath here. The belly just rising and falling very subtly. If it helps, you could put your hands on it. Just notice this delicate rise and fall of the belly. And if you wish, you could feel into the area just below the belly button, about an inch or two below the belly button, right in the center of the belly, a place called the hara. And if you can really home in on this little bit, you'll notice maybe a pleasant feeling rising and falling with the breath. If you can't, that's okay. Just staying open to the possibility and not trying too hard. If you can feel it, just really allowing yourself to be pulled in completely to this sensation. And if you wish, if it feels right, you could imagine a time, remember a time when you were really, really happy and content. Maybe with a friend, maybe just being in a lovely place. Not thinking too much, just allowing the memory and the sensations of that time to be with you. And all the time noticing the sensations just below the belly button. And now as we move to the end of the meditation in the last 5 minutes, just allowing your awareness to broaden out, noticing the sensations in the feet and legs, whatever you can feel, tingling, warmth, energy. Noticing the sensations in the hips and the bottom, in contact with the seat or the bed or the floor. And the whole of the back of the body. Can you feel any tingling there? The shoulders, the arms, and the head. Still a subtle sense of the breath even in the head. Moving round to the face and the nostrils or upper lip where the air's coming into the body, where you're breathing in and breathing out. And for the last few minutes, just noticing the delicate sensations as the breath passes into your body and out of your body. And finally, letting go of all effort. And just noticing, without thinking, how you're feeling. Just noticing how you are, without putting it into mental words. Just knowing how you are right now. Presence. This we have now is not imagination. This is not grief or joy, not a judging state, not an elation or sadness. Those things come and go. This is the presence that doesn't. Well, I hope you found that calming and relaxing, and enjoyed it, and it was a good start to your day. I'll be back again tomorrow with a self-care, self-compassion meditation to look after ourselves. And tomorrow night we've got a special celebration of the Buddha's Parinivana. As I say, this is the figure behind me is the Buddha just before he passed away, lying in the forest beneath two sala trees, dropping the blossoms on him. And we'll be talking about the Buddha and the Buddha's last days, and we'll be doing readings from the Buddhist scriptures about what happened in those last hours. We'll be doing a devotional service, so you're very welcome to join us at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. We're doing what we call a puja, but we'll be doing meditation as well. The details are on the website, but you're very welcome if you want to come and see what goes on when Buddhists do devotional service. It's very lovely. Okay, thank you very much for your company this morning. It's been lovely and great to see you all, and have a really good day, and take care of yourselves. Lots of love to you all. Bye for now.